Welcome back, everybody, to the Sundays podcast.
I'm Megan,
And I'm Haley.
and today has been a weird fucking day, my guys.
Does today feel like Friday to you?
Yes, it does,
'Cause
a little bit.
It feels like Friday to me. But every day since Tuesday has felt like Friday to me, so.
My days have been so out of whack since I've been working 6 days a week, and now it's been 3 weeks I've been working 6 days.
Ew.
It just feels fucking weird. Next week it's the first time I'm going to be back to my normal schedule.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun. And I had a work interview today, and that
Work
was great,
interview.
and it went fine, but not important.
It is important. It's important to me.
Wow, thanks, Haley.
And our 5 viewers.
Yeah, they're all here with us today.
Well, not today.
No,
Not the day of recording.
it's not a live.
Maybe the day
recording.
of listening, though.
Not a live recording.
Mm-mm.
But maybe eventually we'll get to that point.
Maybe we'll have a live Q&A when we get
God.
10 consecutive viewers.
Oh yeah, and all 10 of them can ask us a question.
Why are you like that? Why are you the way you are?
Why does it sound like I'm listening to two psychotic? Like we're in the psych ward. Like why does it sound like that?
We can't be in the psych ward. I don't have my grippy socks on.
I actually did have my grippy socks on before, except they were winter grippy socks, so not the normal kind.
Hot take, I don't like wearing grippy socks.
No, I don't either, but I don't.
Not
like
even
falling.
as a joke. I like falling. I like slipping and sliding.
Taylor fell down the stairs the other day.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah, she was like, I'm probably gonna have a big bruise on my elbow and my hip, and I'm like, oh god.
Ugh.
Oh, I bonked my head at the gym today too.
On what?
I was just going to put weights away, like I was putting them back where I found them, and I just was not paying attention, and I stood up, and it was like on one of the machines, just like part of like the bar, and I just cracked my head against it. And I was like, oh my god, I think I heard something. But I'm like, I don't need to go to the hospital. Like, if I have a concussion, I just gotta, like, take it easy, you know?
That's crazy.
I've had a weird day today. A long, weird day.
Yeah, I can tell.
And then I got, I shouldn't, no brand mention on this one, but if it starts with a D and ends with an unkin, you know what it is. But I haven't been getting their coffee for over a week, and my mom got me one today, and had 0 caramel in it. It just none, because I usually get caramel in my coffee, and the reason I stopped getting their coffee was because they kept either not putting what I want in my coffee or just not fucking listening to me. And I hate that, especially as someone who works in a food industry. It is not difficult.
Yeah. And as somebody that worked in a Dunkin' for both of us,
the
making coffee part... Oh, sorry, a D-Unkin'. It's not that hard to make coffee.
That's the bleep sound.
It's a little late for that.
No.
It's a little late to censor me.
I'm censoring you.
You're censoring me like the liberal government.
Oh yeah.
The liberal media.
Hell yeah, bro. I said to Taylor, I was like, if I have like amnesia or something, I hope I get something out of it, like a cool accent. Or like a new...
I hope I just remember the 5 seconds of Summer Song Amnesia.
But you know how people go into comas and they wake up like learning a new language?
Yeah, like they wake up speaking Russian.
Yes, I want that.
That is a crazy phenomenon.
It is. But I would love it to be that they were like sleeper soldiers.
Oh, yeah. Because
like
what else could it be?
Really? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you wake up with a new language? Like, you have to learn that shit.
Especially if you are only like an English speaker.
Yes. Primarily English. But like, I wonder if like ghosts also that. Like, if they're like, you know how like they can do like a switcheroo?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe it's like that. But yeah, so that was my day.
My day was I didn't bonk my head. I didn't do anything actually. Well, I also went to a D Unkin this morning, but they made my coffee good.
Oh, that's new. That's fresh.
It is. For whatever reason, the peppermint mocha, when I go and I get my medium cold brew with 6 cream and 4 peppermint mocha, they don't usually fuck it up.
That's so weird. Like adding more things makes it easier for them. Like
I know. I mean, it's mocha, so like they still don't mix it all the time.
no,
I just wait for it to kind of like melt, so then I can just swirl the cup a bunch.
fair.
But um, at work today, I don't even remember what we were. Oh, one of the guys was talking about the Rockefeller tree and how it's up in New York, New York City.
I've seen that tree.
You know, the big old tree that they put in the middle of the city or something.
Yep, I've seen it. I went there.
Um, and it just made me remember this TikTok that I saw the other day. That was like a video somebody took of the truck like hauling the tree into the city.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and they put like some sad music over it, and they put text on the screen that was like, "Do you think she misses the forest?" And
My
some deep, profound fucking thing that, like,
I
yeah,
love
of
the
course
ones
I'm gonna get emotional.
I love the ones where it's like to be a woman is to perform.
Yes,
That one. Oh, I still
and
love
like
that.
it's funny to think about it in the sense of a tree, but like it's also like when you think about it,
Oh
when
yeah.
you sit down and you think about it,
When you sit down and you think about it, it's kind of profound.
it is. It's like a weird poetry thing, and you know maybe it's
Yeah.
the inner English major in me getting all symbolistic and whatever.
Mhm.
But like it is sad, and I was just like I didn't say a lot about it, but I just said the TikTok, and I was like, and it made me kind of sad. And both of the guys in my office were like Will was it's probably fine to say coworkers' names, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nobody knows where I work.
No.
Nobody knows who that
I
is.
did name drop
There's
my work,
actually yeah,
but I
there's
had to cut it out.
several people named Will at my workplace, like every other workplace in America. So who
Yeah.
cares? Um but he was looking at me like I was stupid as the words were coming out of my mouth. And I was like, and you're looking at me like this is a really stupid thing to say. And then the other man in the office, who you know and hate,
I know and hate.
went, yeah, because it's fucking. And then he said the R word because they love the R word.
They do. That's the one
And
thing a
then,
white man loves.
yeah. And then Will was like, he was like, yeah, like that is really fucking stupid. Like it's a tree. And I was like, yeah, but the tree was alive. And
Yeah.
now it's not. And now it's put in
Yeah.
the middle of the city. And they were like, isn't that every girl's dream to be dressed up and made beautiful and to perform
You
and be on a
made
stage?
symbolism. He
Mm-hmm.
made the symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
He did it. To be a woman is to perform.
Yes!
He
Yes!
did it.
And I was gonna say that to them, but I knew that if I looked at them in the eyes and I went, to be a woman is to perform, they'd tell me to get out of there because they're both stupid boys.
Oh my
They're
god.
stupid men and they don't understand anything about women. Like,
Call
I'm
the
sorry that I was
press.
having deeply profound thoughts at 12 and you still haven't cracked the layer of mental aptitude that I have.
Love it. I just can't believe he said it. I just can't believe.
Yeah, and I was like,
I gotta alert the
it's actually
presses.
not.
Like
I
it's
know.
not. Some almost all women are different, huh?
So,
It's almost
so
like that.
close. They were almost they were so far on the hating it scale that they were so close to understanding it
Yeah.
or
They
like
were
making the point that would have been understanding.
yes. They almost had it. I can't believe it. Oh, so close yet so far.
It
So
really
sad.
We also played I Spy at work
Oh.
because we were really bored today and
Yeah.
I guessed every single one correct.
Slay. I
And they
Spy
told
Queen.
I am an I Spy queen. And the guy in my office that we love to hate said that he hates playing games with me
Oh
after
my
I won too many times in
god.
a row. And I
Why?
was
Because
like,
he's a
sorry
big
that I'm
fucking
just good.
baby? He's a
Yeah,
fucking
because
baby.
he'd be like, oh, I spy with my little eye. Except they weren't saying I spy with my little eye. They just went I spy something red. Boo, say the whole thing.
Say it. Say it like you mean it. Do you really spy something that's blue, or are you just bullshitting me?
Yeah, walk your talk, babe.
You gotta say my little eye.
Yeah.
Or it's not right. It's like Simon Says.
Yeah,
Simon
you have to say
this,
Simon Says.
But if Simon don't say this, you can't do it.
Yeah.
God, do they not understand? Do they not have fun as kids?
They don't have childhood whimsy in their hearts.
And somehow, your one coworker does.
Somehow, some way.
He had nothing as a child.
Oh, yeah.
He had no childhood, basically, but somehow he has the whimsy still.
He does. Every once in a while, he has the whimsy still. But yeah, because there was the one guy in my office, he'd say that he spied something and he'd name the color, and it was my first guess, but it's because he's old and stupid and he'd be looking right at what the color that he said.
Yeah, he wouldn't like look around a little bit. He's just like, I spy something.
They didn't.
Zooms in with eyes.
Yeah, like making direct eye contact with it.
It's like,
they couldn't guess what I spied though, because I was playing on hard mode, and I don't look at what I'm guessing.
Exactly.
I think of my guess while somebody else is saying their guess. I'm one step ahead constantly.
One step ahead. Their eyes might as well be touching the thing that you guessed, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
And you're playing 4D chess.
I am.
My God.
I gotta keep it moving. I'm good at one thing and one thing only, and it's I spy.
Wish you could make a job out of it.
It's basically surveillance.
I told my boss that he should make a job out of being an asshole.
His response?
He went, "Why are you being mean to me?" Because I can't.
I don't know, because you deserve.
Because you haven't fired me yet. That's why.
You deserve to have mean things happen to you, I think. Not you, but your boss.
Yes. But he was just taking the hits because his friend was there, and his friend takes hits at him, Because that's what sometimes what friends do.
Yeah, you were just extra bullying him, and he got sensitive about it.
Yeah, but he was like, we were calling him asshole. He's like, now Megan, you're better. You have a better life. Why are you torturing me? Like, Mike, because if the shoe fits, I guess you gotta wear it, and it's a big shoe.
If the foo shits.
If the foo shits, wear it. Oh my God. We're brain dead today.
I love that you're just mean to your boss and he just accepts it.
Yeah, because he can't fire me.
I wish I could be mean to my boss.
I got him wrapped around my pinky. He loves me. I'm like I'm like his kid. So
you kid zoned yourself, and that's the problem.
No, I don't want to be anything more than a kid.
I'm just a kid. And life is a nightmare.
Because as you know, I was waitressing yesterday instead of cooking as I usually do. Because someone's got to give birth, and someone's got to take over that role.
Had to have a baby.
And now my boss, he gets really upset when we aren't busy because that means no money for him. But
maybe he should get a real job.
Yes, but he told me, he was like, "I hope we're not busy tonight." And I said, "Why? Why is that, Mike?" He's like, "I don't." I said his name. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
We're bad at privacy.
We're bad at it. I'm so sorry, internet.
It's because we're just talking to each other.
We are. We're just having a convo.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "So it's not too hard on you, Megan." He's like, "I want you to have a good night." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, I guess." And then and I told my other coworker that because he has to deal with this man. And I told him that, and he goes, "What? He wants you to have a good night? Like, he's not making any money." I'm like, "I don't know, man." And I got him wrapped around my finger. My itty bitty finger. And then I sent him the numbers, and then he goes, "How'd it go?" And he's like, I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Like you're a dog at your first day of doggy daycare.
Yes, I am. I am a dog at doggy daycare most of the time. That's how I feel.
It's a doggy dog world.
Hi, and welcome to Career Fair. I'm gonna tell you a weird job, and Haley's gonna have to guess it. The price at least.
The price is wrong.
Now, today, on our lovely show of Career Fair, I have Iceberg Pusher.
That's not a man job. That's a boat job.
A boat job. It is. But Iceberg Pusher is the job. And they track down icebergs and find a safe path for them away from sailing paths.
So they take the iceberg, which naturally occurs.
Yes.
And they push it out of the way of boats, which do not naturally occur.
Yep, that's correct.
Ugh, humanity.
It sucks. But I do have the salary. So per year.
Year.
They make this amount of money.
I'm gonna... Well, because how many icebergs do you really push around? I mean, I guess they're floating. Is it a full year job?
It says per year, so I'm guessing it is a full, like, because I mean, if you're in the, like, up north, you got some things going on.
And this is in American dollars?
Yes, it is in American dollars.
Okay. I'm gonna take a whack. And I'm gonna say $65,000 a year. Oh.
Nope.
Am I close? Higher or lower?
You're too high.
Oh, I fucking knew it. 50,000. $20,000.
Yay! Yay! You did it.
I know this is gonna sound like a fluke at this point, or like I'm lying, but genuinely the first number in my head was fucking 20, and I was like, there's no way.
You did it. You got it. But you got there eventually.
How are you pushing icebergs and at the poverty line?
Good question. Maybe it isn't a full year-round job. Maybe because it's salary, maybe you just make the money for the end of the year. Maybe.
But there's icebergs all the time, depending on where you are.
Yeah, there is. But apparently, you don't need that much money.
Maybe it's just a when they need you job.
It could be. I think a lot of these have to be a when you need them. But that's the crazy. End of Career Fair. I love that. I love Career Fair. I hear this is... Oh, Haley has her theme song going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay.
One of my coworkers got a haircut yesterday.
Yeah?
And he plays guitar, so he's got like that long like rocker flow. It wasn't too long. Yep. It wasn't mullety either. But he was telling me, he was like, it was such a bad day. And I was like, yeah, I also get my haircut when it's a bad day. And he's like, no, not like that. And I was like, oh never mind then.
What do you mean?
But he went to a new person because his normal barber, I guess, wasn't available. Like, he's on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And they cut it, but they styled it more like a mullet, and he hates mullets. Yes. So then he went to another place to get it fixed, and then the person that did it was like still kind of new at cutting hair. And
no.
They cut a piece way too short. So then they had to match his hair to the rest of it.
No.
So it's not super short, like it's not marine short, but it's definitely like nerdy kid in an AP class in high school short.
Yeah. Oh. Poor boy. That sucks.
I know. He's
so upset. Get away from my hair.
I mean, it still looks good. Like, he looks fine. Yeah. But he doesn't look like he should be playing the guitar.
Oh. I'm so sad for him.
Alright, so yeah, jumping back into things. I don't know how
Yeah.
that cut's gonna sound, but
It's gonna sound amazing. We just snip. Oh my
we
god.
snipped it.
We snipped it.
We schnopped
Oh!
it.
I have all of my computer parts. All of them
Ooh.
are ordered at least. So that'll be fun when I get that all shimmied together December 25th. Because my mom bought some of the parts, so I have to wait for them. But
Oh, well, that's good. You're gonna
whatever.
have a computer in no time.
Oh yeah. Just a month. That's it. And then we're
A month.
rocking.
Just a month and it's gonna be 2024. Can you fucking believe it?
Uh...
And then we're gonna be 25.
Woo!
And then we're gonna be halfway to 30.
Middle-aged.
And I'm gonna commit a crime against God and his creations.
For viewers at home, I'm sorry for this talk. I do want to talk about death for just a mere second of your time.
Trigger warning.
But, who wants to live to 100? Like, truly.
I don't.
I would rather live till 60 and then get euthanized.
I feel like as long as I am in total control of my body, and I mean fully my body, like
That's
not in a
fair.
diaper,
Yes.
don't need assistance,
Yes.
like maybe stairs might be hard, but I could do it if need be. As long as I am in control of my body, I'm fine being alive. But the second that my brain starts going, or like
oh, yeah.
my undercarriage starts coming out,
Yeah, yeah.
like no. The second that you start reverting to baby.
Yeah, that's when I kind of want to be dumb. Because we're both people who are like, I don't want anyone to fucking take care of me.
We are hyper independent.
Yes.
To
and,
a fault.
Yes. And, like, I can't do it. Especially, but, like, when the medications start coming in, that shit's expensive, man. Like,
yeah.
having to deal with that, like, I'm trying to exercise. I just went to the gym today. I go to the gym 2 days a week now. I drink water a lot. I drink coconut water. It's good for you. But the problem is I eat like shit. And I think that's what's gonna kill me.
Yep.
I had 5 hot dogs the one day.
Life is too short to not eat good food. Like, I'm sorry. Those fuckers that are, like, that girl that posted that video about how she eats an unprocessed diet and all of her food is just pill capsules. Fuck you.
Oh my god,
you
that's
hate
awful.
yourself. I don't care what amount of self-care or skincare you do. If you are not eating to enjoy food and you're only eating to survive, and you have the option to eat to enjoy food,
God
like, this
did not
doesn't
put
go
good
for, like,
food on this planet for you to fucking eat grass.
Eat a strawberry. Eat a strawberry.
Strawberries are fucking good, man. Grapes, bananas.
They're so good, but there's so many of these, like, hyper health focused people that refuse to eat fruit
because they don't want any of the sugar. They want none of it.
And sugar is good for you.
It is. Sugar and salt. Like in what is it called?
You need salt to be hydrated. You need salt to retain water.
Salt and sugar. You need both of them to be hydrated. Like, both of those things are very important. But in you can't have too much of it. I can't think of the fucking word now. My brain is off. I got bonked and I forgot words.
You need it in moderation?
You got that.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I'm so smart.
Reader.
Mind reader. It's all the I Spy I played today. I'm in the zone.
You can.
I'm spying your word. I can.
You can.
It's a scary place in there.
It is. I'm sure. You're probably like, why is Megan so anxious? What's happening?
What's going on? I know, feeling her anxiety. It's residual anxiety from having to talk to someone today.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. I did not want to talk to people today, but I was like, I would feel worse not going to this job interview than, like, doing anything else. Like, I would have constant guilt, and I hate guilt.
All my homies hate guilt.
That's why I could never commit a murder. Just know that, cops.
Just know that, police.
Police, cops, FBI, I couldn't commit a murder. I'd feel extreme guilt. Just know that I would immediately turn myself in.
I can't be a murderer. I'm an empath.
I'm an empath. I'm just anxious and depressed.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. I would turn myself in. So. There's that. If I'd been thinking, I don't know why I've been thinking about that a lot. Like I've been having like weird dreams. Like one of them, I was in prison, and like for some reason they just let me out for a little bit, but I had to go back, which they could trust me obviously because I'd have extreme guilt if I didn't go back. But they just, I don't know why, and it was like almost like it was like a Colleen Hoover esque, um,
Oh.
like a dream, and I'm like, oh yeah, I hate this one. Like, it's bad, but it was so like vivid. I was like, oh god, I'm in jail. I'm gonna go to jail.
Oh,
But
that's terrible.
I'm not. Haha.
Ha ha, hee hee, hoo hoo.
I can't go to jail. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't go to jail.
Could
We
you
can't go to
imagine?
jail. We
Like,
didn't do
I don't know
anything.
why I think the OCD from my mom is seeping into my brain because I keep having like the constant thought of like what would happen if I did kill somebody, and I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. My brain's broken. She's broken.
Well, I don't. I don't. Because jail, obviously, not a good place to be.
No.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd want to do it just for the experience.
You want to go like rob someplace real quick?
No, I want to be. I want it to be like a day camp.
You want to go for funsies? Do you think we could
I
ask?
want to go for funsies. Like how sometimes
ask?
I want to write letters to prisoners for funsies.
Yeah, and then I was on. I think I've told you this before, but I was on those the TikTok where what is it? Those women were sending letters to prisoners, and then they ended up getting married to them.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to marry them though. That's
No.
the thing.
But I was on that side of TikTok. So I was like, I kept getting these, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then these girls were being like, how long was he in for? And she's like, oh, he was in for like 30 years. And then people are like, well, he had to have done something to be in there for 30 years. Like, what happened? Was he a murderer? Who'd he kill? Like, you you can't just drop 30 years like that and then
No.
expect me not to be suspicious of him. If it was like 2 years, it wouldn't matter. You would be messaging him. You wouldn't be sending mail to him.
2 years is like a minor drug charge.
Yeah. But like 30 years, he was a killer of multiple people.
He was committing real crimes in real time.
Yeah. And they had a kill count. Like I don't
Kill
know.
cam.
Kill cam.
Sorry. I'm sorry for the sins I've committed.
We make up a messed up horror movie where it's like it's just us going over it. Awful. Would be horrendous. Worst
it
movie
would
of
be
the year.
Actually, we would make a great movie, I think. If we have a budget and like we have somebody else's money to spend. I said earlier today that if I had some rich man's American Express with an unlimited balance and 4 hours to walk through a Target by myself unaccompanied, it would fix me.
It would. I would love that personally.
Like, I know that they say money can't buy you happiness, but I personally believe anybody that says that has never been poor.
Yeah. Like, it will bring you some amount of happiness. If you were born rich, it won't bring you happiness. Because you have lived with it.
If you were born rich, give me your money.
Yeah. Like, you could make someone else happy. It doesn't make you happy, truly. It will make someone else happy. It will just
It'll make me happy.
Yes. It'll make me very happy. Pay off my student loans. Maybe get a car. Maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe. So.
Who's to say?
So anyone with lots and lots of money, Venmo me. For nothing
Anyone
in exchange.
In a financially good place?
Yes, that's what I mean. I mean, if you have $10 in your bank account right now, keep it. You need it. You are the person I'm talking about.
You need it more than me.
You are the person I'm talking about where someone else should send you money with lots and lots of money.
Yes.
You are that person.
Yeah. You're that girl.
You're that bitch, you know?
You're that bitch.
No. We need someone with thousands, millions, maybe even billions. They aren't listening to this.
An American Express black card with no balance.
Yes.
I don't
No
even need
balance.
4 hours. Just give me 2.
Give me one. I can go ham.
I want to be selfish. I'm greedy.
I am too. We gotta
I
go.
want 2 hours.
Listen,
Actually, no. Give me the 4 because I want to have time to rummage through the clothes.
Okay, good. You really need I need all that
And
time.
also, I need to go through I have to go through the app too and look what they have online that's not available in store.
Oh yeah, you do. You gotta. I
Dreams.
wish I had money. I wish I had money.
I wish I had money that I didn't have to spend on other things.
Yes.
You know? Like it being on my own and like paying rent and paying bills just really makes me think like what the fuck was I doing with all of my money before I moved out?
I know.
Like when I was at home, where was all my money going?
It was going to Wendy's
Mm.
and the mall
Mm.
and Target
Mm.
and Michael's.
Mm.
That's where we were buying random ass shit at Michael's.
Oh my gosh, we were buying all the random ass shit.
That's where it's going. That's where it went when you were living at home.
No.
And food, to be fair.
Honestly, a lot of it was fair. It was probably a lot of food, a lot of DoorDash, a lot of Dunkin'.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because, I mean, like, unfortunately, if you have a finance bro in your life...
That's what I was going to say. They'll tell you,
if you're spending
money on coffee. It adds up. It does. I understand that. But if you weren't such a prick about it, I'd listen to you.
Yeah, if you're spending $10 a day, 5 days a week for a month, you're spending like $200 and some odd on your little treats. But if that's the price of keeping me alive, then isn't it worth it, finance?
Absolutely it is. Like, a treat every now and then, like, I think is okay. Obviously. But I've also started making my own coffee at home due to the fact that the D word doesn't make my coffee right, and B, money, obviously. I can't be dropping $50 a week on coffee. Actually, it'd be $70 because I go every single day.
Every day. And do you get lattes or do you just get cold brew?
I get cold brew, so it's like $5. But I also, me and Taylor alternate who buys that day.
Mm-hmm.
So it ends up being like $15 something a day.
Yeah, and that's even more. That's probably more like $300.
Yeah, I'm getting close to that one. But we have not eaten at Dunkin'. I've only drank coffee from Dunkin' because my mom had a free coffee, and that was it. So, and I regret it because I didn't have caramel in it.
And honestly, like, if Dunkin's coffee was good on its own just to begin with, it wouldn't be so bad when they forgot things.
But somehow, their cold brew tastes burnt.
And there's no way to burn it. Oh, there was a couple days in a row. I actually stopped going to this specific Dunkin', because I would order a cold brew and they were 100% giving me normalized coffee.
I know. I think they were doing that to me too.
Which is disgusting because it's not the same, because regular iced coffee is your medium roast and cold brew's a dark roast.
It is.
And it's brewed different. It's literally in the name.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Don't give me iced coffee. I don't want. If you're
going
to give me iced coffee, charge me for an iced coffee.
Yes, because cold brew is so much more expensive, which I don't think it should be.
It shouldn't be. Objectively, it is so much easier to make.
Yes, all you have to do is put it in like a mesh thing and
you
put it in some water.
Cold water. You don't even have to do the whole brewing hot water.
No.
There's also there's no burn risk involved for when you're brewing it. You don't have to touch the grinds. Yes. You just have to scoop the bag up out of there.
It's so low maintenance.
Oh,
Like,
and then it sits in a fridge for 24 hours.
yeah.
Roundabout.
Like, I don't understand why it's so much more expensive than it's like it's almost the same thing too. Like medium roast, dark roast. Like, how much more different could they be?
Yeah.
I don't. I just.
It's so stupid.
It is, and like you said, like iced coffee is cheaper. Charge me. Just tell me you don't have cold brew, but they don't
Yeah.
want to for some reason.
Be honest with me.
Like, that's like number one. Be honest with the customer. Like, if you are going to rip me off, like,
Especially
I'm
if it's a
not coming
cold brew
back.
versus coffee.
I have been sitting on the idea of like putting in a review for our Dunkin', but I just like I don't have the energy to.
You should.
I
Give me a
probably
receipt.
should.
I'll do it.
Like, it's getting to the point where
it's so bad every time.
Every single time.
And especially the one that's up by you, like they never have anything, period.
No. And
how are you supposed to function if you never have anything?
They ran out of donuts.
How do you run out of donuts?
The first day of the weekend. Like, it was like 11 o'clock.
That's nuts.
And I'm like, you don't have any donuts? Are you sure? Because like
Did you just lose them?
It's in your name. Although they've taken that one out of your name.
Yeah, right now it's just done.
Done.
It's done.
Done.
Kin.
Done.
We get a cease and desist letter.
I heard you were talking shit. Yeah.
Our old manager shows up at both of our houses.
Oh, she doesn't give a shit. She runs a mac and cheese truck now.
Does she?
Yeah, her and her daughter.
That's crazy. I wonder if she still does pills in the front seat.
Probably.
Like how she did in the office.
Oh yeah. She was taking so many fucking pills.
She was popping pills.
Oh my god. She'd go out, she'd be angry, and then she'd go into her office, close the door, her closet basically. And
she would she'd tell us to leave our drama at the door, and then she brought her ex-husband into the lobby and sat with him and cried with him in front of our customers while we were trying to conduct business. But if we were a little upset and we walked to the back for 2 seconds, that was disruptive.
Oh my god. And she would be screaming. Mind you, this is a very small, like,
it's a gas station.
Yeah, it's connected to a gas station. It's small.
Tiny.
And she was screaming, yelling, like people would leave because she just kept screaming. But she'd get so angry, and then she'd go into her office. She'd come out, she'd be smiling. Her mop closet.
Oh, she was so crazy.
Yes, I know.
She'd come out and she would just hug you and she'd pinch your cheeks. She'd be like, I love you. You were just telling me to die.
You were just telling me to die.
But you were just calling me the most useless person you've ever seen.
You took a cute little Xanny and you came back fine. Okay, cool.
Like, damn, I wish I could. Do you want to share?
Yeah, I honestly, at this point, I'm thinking about it. I think I need to start taking some.
Just tell your doctor you're afraid of airplanes.
Damn it, John Mulaney.
Damn it, John Mulaney. Also, unfortunately, Shane Dawson.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw. We don't
Trigger warning.
At least John Mulaney has some redeemable qualities.
I will never get the image out of my head of Shane Dawson proposing, but on both knees.
I know!
I
love that meme video.
Such a funny thing to do.
It is. Like,
love that Garrett broke away from him.
I also love that. I love that many people broke away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And like finding out that not Ryland. Ryland? That's his sister.
Ryland is his husband.
Yes. Ryland is also just like extra toxic. And
of course he is. Yeah, that big ass forehead. Sorry.
I know.
That was mean. But it's true.
Hairline, baby. But
yes. And anybody that smiles that much with those dead eyes, like he's got retail manager eyes.
Oh my god, he does. He has like you're at the cosmetic counter, and like the guy coming around and like he's wearing just like a full like 3-piece suit walking around.
Mm-hmm. Like I think if I were a woman at a makeup counter,
yes,
or if I was a woman on the other side of a makeup counter and he was my sales associate,
I'd run.
Oh, I'm getting stabbed.
No,
I'm getting stabbed with an eyeliner brush if he's doing my makeup to show me what I want, what I would
Yeah.
want, and I say, oh, I don't think so. He's putting that eyeliner brush through my eyeball.
It's like a
He's
different.
lobotomizing me in the
He's
Macy's.
lobotomized. He lobotomized. I got my lobotomy at the Macy's. Oh my god. It's like a
Yeah,
reverse
and his
sweet.
sister's weird too, because didn't
Yeah.
she was like all over the idea of having their child, which like cool,
Yeah.
I guess, to be a surrogate, but you want your brother?
I mean, that's like a common thing because usually they want your. I mean, it probably wouldn't be Ryland. It'd probably be Shane.
I know, but I feel like I remember them talking about it, and they wanted it to be like they were debating whether it would be
Because
Ryland or Shane's.
the thing is, the only reason you would choose someone in your family to do that is to get the same features as the other person, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
like
so it wouldn't be
DNA
Ryland.
wise, like they're
Yeah.
related
Yeah.
still.
They have the same DNA, basically. So it would be Shane. It wouldn't be Ryland or Shane. They're gonna have birth defects if it's Shane.
If it's
Not
Ryland,
it's Ryland,
because it's
sorry.
Ryland's sister.
Yes. I get their names mixed up. I only watched them for like maybe a couple months.
Honestly, same. I just have a plethora of knowledge of all things, unfortunately.
Yes, I know. But
But
yeah, like the only reason you would choose someone in your family to do that is if you are trying to
I
get the same
know.
features.
I can't believe he fucked his cat.
Oh my
Allegedly.
god. Did you see the Tana Mojo podcast thing with what is it?
Tana
Matt Rife?
Mongo.
Mongo? Mojo?
Matt Rife, where he calls her friend, whoever she has the podcast with, Mommy Milkers.
Did he? Oh my god.
Because was it him that he brought them gifts, and I don't remember what he brought Tana, but he brought the other girl a Happy Meal, and he got her milk, and she was like, no joke, I love milk. And Tana was like, that's why they call her Mommy Milkers. And he's like, that's not why.
What?
I never liked him.
I liked him for like a second, but as I kept watching, I got bad vibes. And then I was like, okay.
Nobody with that face can be trustworthy.
No. He does look like he got plastic surgery. However much he wants to deny it, he got at least a chin reduction. Like,
He did something.
He had to.
I thought for a while, well, not for a while, but for like a second, I thought him and Trevor Wallace were the same because their hair color is the same.
Oh, yeah.
And their faces are kind of similar, but Trevor Wallace has like an actual human jawline.
A human jawline.
Not whatever the fuck Matt Rife has. Did you see the video? Or did you see the clip of him and Zendaya from Wild and Out, I think the show is?
No.
Oh my god, you have to look it up and you need to watch it. I need to hear your reaction.
What is it called?
It's Matt Rife and Zendaya on I think the show's called Wild and Out.
Okay, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, everybody's mother or father.
God. Apparently Matt Rife is a reoccurring cast member. Interesting. Oh my god.
Yeah, hold on. I think. Did you find it?
Oh, I did. Why would he grab her face? Miss Zendaya?
And she doesn't say anything. She doesn't react. She doesn't spit her water out. But everybody else is like, get your grubby ass fingers off of her.
That's what I'm reading. Oh my god.
And he goes, I'm Matt motherfucking Rife. And ew.
And she's 18. Oh.
Well, he was 19 at this time. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, he definitely had to do something with his chin though, because it looks completely different here.
That's crazy to electively get the
as if it's fit
Giga Chad chin.
Yeah.
Done.
But like it's not like his chin was bad or anything. What's his fucking issue? Oh my god. He definitely got like something to do with like
I love that cisgender men and women can get gender affirming surgeries, but like trans people can't.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Like, what's your issue?
Why does he smile like that? He has Botox. He has to.
I don't know. Oh, he has to.
He does. Look, he ain't even that cute. He was cuter here when he didn't have it look like he put a box installed in his head.
I know. Oh, he got a box mod vape stuck in his jaw. He was in a car accident, actually.
Oh
It's
my
really
god.
unfortunate.
It really is. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's awful looking. Okay. Well, the comedy writes itself, you know? Doesn't even need to be a comedian. He just has to put a
Sometimes,
photo of himself on the stage.
sometimes the jokes do write themselves.
I can't believe it. Well, he was talking about what was it? How people hate him so much and like they're just jealous of him and like when you hate someone you're just jealous. And then Tana was like
No.
so do you think people were really jealous of Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, I did see that clip.
Yes.
Oh my god, do you know who the Sternolio brothers are? I think that's their name. The triplets that are
No.
like all over. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You might recognize them when you see them.
I might. I'm on the internet. Is it there's a Christopher
Sterniolo triplets.
Sterniolo? I think I found them.
Here, I'll just send you a TikTok.
Hell yeah, brother.
But one of them was on. There's a podcast highlight of of one of them saying that they hate in peace.
They hate in peace?
Yeah, because one of the other people on the podcast was like, like people say that it takes so much like effort to hate. Yeah, do those boys? Do they look
Yes.
familiar at all?
Yes, they do.
Yes, but they have a podcast, and it was either him or one of the three, I don't remember what one, or somebody else was like, oh, like it takes so much time and energy to hate somebody, like it's so much easier to love. And he said that I hate in peace. So like he doesn't do it doesn't take him anything. And I love that.
I also love that. I saw one of their videos that I had really liked, and I honestly forget what it was, but they're
Because they
pretty.
are funny.
They're funny. It's funnier because they're siblings. Like they have to deal with each other.
They literally have had to deal with each other since conception because
Yes.
they're triplets.
They're triplets. They were all
Could
born
you
on the same
imagine
day.
having triplets?
No. God, no. I can barely imagine having one at this point.
Yeah. And like being pregnant with one is scary enough. Having three motherfuckers inside you?
Yeah. I've seen someone who was pregnant with quadruplets.
Oh my god,
And they're
Octomom?
fucking huge. No,
Yeah.
that's 8.
How does your body, I know that's 8. How does your body even sustain that? Like, I'm all stretch mark in my midsection right now. I can't imagine getting pregnant. Where would they
Poor
even have,
kids.
where would I have space to have more stretch
That's the
marks?
thing. But also like how does that work? Like getting them out because they all have to be head down.
They do, and like
It
they
would
don't
have to
come
be a
out single
C-section.
file. It would have to be a
It would have
C-section.
to because I
Oh my
can't
gosh,
imagine.
could you imagine how weird your organs get when you have 8 babies inside you? How much can your fucking uterus stretch?
But like, why? Why did that happen? How do you do that?
You're just
Well, I know
wasn't she on IVF?
she might have.
I feel like I remember that they just, and it was like a, maybe not like a last ditch effort, but because you don't just implant one embryo because
No,
you don't know what's going to be fertile or
no.
fertilized. But I think they implanted 8 and all 8
Oh,
got fertilized.
holy shit!
And then she carried all 8 to term.
Oh my god. Well,
I can't
you can
imagine
have
having
different
8
like.
babies at the same time.
I know, but I know there's also like a phenomenon where you can have like 2 different pregnancy sacs. So you can get pregnant once, and there's a potential that you can still get pregnant again. Like
Well,
after
yeah,
that,
and
like
then
in the
there's the
same
whole
timeline.
there are like women that are born with 2 uteruses,
Yeah,
2 uteri, which that's fucking crazy.
that is crazy because oh my god, ugh, I can't imagine. I don't like having one. I don't like having one
No,
of those. 2 of
I
them?
would hate having 2. Because then, like, how do you know? Because if your period just syncs up in both of them all the time, like I imagine it does, because you only have one set of ovaries, I think.
2 IUDs?
What?
Like
2
2?
IUDs?
Yeah, yeah. Like you would have to get 2 because I hear some tip tapping.
I don't get it. I don't want to
I-
talk about uteruses anymore. They scare me.
well, I was talking about it with my coworker the other day because Miss Carly has to I
Push
call
one
her,
out.
yeah, she has to push one out, but the baby was so far down, like she was like, I think this thing is about to come right out of me,
You have to
like
shoot right out.
he was moving a lot, he was ready to be pushed out now. That's why they had to induce her, because they were surprised that her water hadn't broke because he's down so low.
I hate that so much about like women's health, women's reproductive health, and specifically like birthing health and situations is all just because of what a man thought that we should start doing.
I
Because
know,
women did
and it's
not,
never been
you're not
updated.
supposed to give birth laying down. That is why there's a lot of complications. You're not supposed to
Yeah,
lay down. It's not natural.
no, but that is sadly the way we go, huh?
It's like the same reason like a lot of people have issues going to the bathroom on the toilet because that position is not natural to your body. And the
Well,
squatty
sometimes they'll
potty
put you
makes
in.
it easier.
Yeah, sometimes they put you in stirrups when you're giving birth. Sometimes,
Yeah.
depending, like they'll lift your legs up.
I don't think usually do. Well, they need to have room to get everybody
Well, you
all up in
usually
there.
bend them,
Ooh,
but they don't usually. Sometimes they'll lift them up, but sometimes they'll let you just like sumo
I can't
open.
hold my legs up.
No, someone will hold them up. You could have someone hold them up.
That's I hate everything about reproduction
Childbirth.
on the women's side.
Um,
And the fact that honestly when anybody says it takes two to tango about like somebody getting pregnant but meaning like that a man does just as much work, they do no work.
no,
All
sadly.
men have
I
to
mean,
do is
I can
splooge.
imagine. I
And
can
that's nothing.
imagine.
That's so easy. They do that every single
Yeah,
morning.
but I can imagine when birthing time comes, that is their responsibility. Uh,
But so many of them fail,
they do.
especially in the postpartum
Well, I
stage.
told her boyfriend that because he was because he was joking. I know he was joking, but the uh, who does he support? What, I don't know. His football game was on today, and he was like, "You'll know what that I'm going. You'll be hearing yes." And she's like, "What?" While she's giving birth.
Mm.
And he was like, "Nothing, just a game." But I was like, I said, if he does that, he's dead. I'm going to
See,
kill him.
that I wouldn't even allow you in the room.
No. Yeah, but I know he won't. I know he won't. And if I find out he did, I'm going to stab him. I already know this. This is where
You're gonna commit a crime.
I'm gonna go to jail, and my dreams are gonna come true. Not my good dreams, my bad dreams.
Bad dreams. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Nightmare. But I
Because
told him I would.
that's such a like a real fear of mine for like if I ever have kids.
Yes.
Because I'm such a firm believer in the fact that you will truly never know your partner until you go through a specific instance with them. Like
Yeah.
you'll never know how they react to you being severely sick until you're severely sick.
That is my fear.
And you'll never know how they react.
So bad.
So you just don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because the fact that like male partners are so much more likely to leave their wives,
oh yeah,
their female partners when
Absolutely.
diagnosed with a terminal illness or like a long-term illness, it's so sad. And then you have men all over the internet that are like, oh, all these guys die alone and it's nobody cares about the men.
Well,
The
that's
men
because you leave
isolate
them.
themselves.
They do.
If you leave your wife because she just got diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer or end stage renal failure and you can't sit there and like love her and support her through that, and or you cheat on your wife for somebody younger because you're just, I can't help it, I only get off to younger women.
Yeah,
Like it fucking
die.
sucks. It blows. Genuinely, leave this earth.
Yeah, because like you are never going to be happy with anything, and no one is going to make you happy.
No, and you're always going to be miserable, and you are going to die alone. Because guess what? Do you think your kids are going to side? If you have kids, do you think they're going to side with you when you say, "Hey, I'm leaving your mother because I don't want to deal with her being sick"?
And they never do. It's never that. It's just the fact that like they will never talk, and their mother will probably keep the peace. Like it's just
Ugh,
they'll probably
like,
never
it just
know
sucks.
why.
No, unless it like happens in front of them.
Yeah.
But like it just, ugh. It sucks. It sucks so much, and it sucks that you can't have these you like a lot of times you can't have these conversations like with men just trying to start a dialogue
Mm-hmm.
without them getting so fucking up and in your face.
Like
And
if you
well,
wouldn't do it,
not all men are bad.
if you
I wouldn't
wouldn't
do
do
that.
it, if you wouldn't do it, then you wouldn't be complaining. You would know that there's men who would. Like
Yeah. Like
that's it.
I don't know. It's the not all men conversation every single time, just in different formats.
Yeah,
It's enough men though.
it is. It's a lot of them because they all end up on Reddit telling themselves out
Yeah, on
or
divorced
someone
men.
else, and they'll be like, well, "Is it my fault for divorcing my terminally ill wife? My
Am
family
I
thinks
the
it is."
asshole? My child no longer speaks to me after I left their mother while she was dying in the hospital and had 4 hours
I
to
tried to
live.
get in touch with them, but they won't answer. You know, you spend 16 years with someone. And it's like, whatever.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Whatever, my dude.
Ugh.
If you think
Hate
you
him.
are not in the wrong, I don't know what to tell you. There's some
It just sucks
therapy.
that they suck so bad.
They do.
And they'll never admit that they suck either.
Nope. Because it's
They'll
gonna.
just, well, everybody else is wrong.
Yep, that's how
And
it is.
I'm the good one.
Yep.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Makes me mad.
It does make me mad. Well, I think we've had some good chats today.
We have.
Good game.
We're not quite at an
GG.
hour yet, and we also do have to cut out that bit.
Yeah.
But
I think
we ranted. We got really heavy there.
we did.
I feel like the men aren't gonna like this episode if they find it, but
Yeah,
they're probably not.
No men has watched our podcast yet.
It's just all been women.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what
brother.
I like.
All in their mid-20s, baby.
Oh my gosh, it's us.
It is. Well, not all of it, because there ain't 5 of us.
Well, it's me and my personalities.
My multiples of them.
I would just like to say before signing off, I hope Henry Kissinger rests in the opposite of peace.
Rest in piss, baby.
I hope he rests in piss, and I hope he never knows a good afterlife.
And I'm glad that what's his name was alive to see it. I forget this president's name. It's not Reagan.
Nixon?
Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
He was alive to see it.
Yeah, he was with Nixon. It's just another gender neutral bathroom for us to use.
Yep. Absolutely. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
I love when bathrooms open up in areas.
I love public restrooms.
Public restrooms.
And on that note, folks, we're signing off.
We're signing off. And